Hey, what's going on guys? Shaya here, bringing you the best Void build for Warlocks. This build is all about chaining our Void abilities, similar to a pre-nerf Titan's Heart of Inmost Light exotic. Our Rift grants us 5% super energy when cast near enemies, gathers our orbs of power for us, helping us to trigger devour for instant heals, and grants 7.5 to 20% grenade energy on kill. Additionally, provides us with 27% grenade energy on cast. A Void Soul which provides 4% grenade and melee energy every 1.4 seconds while leeching, plus additional Rift energy when we defeat targets in range of the Void Soul, and should always be used when not on cooldown. Our Vortex grenades last longer, are larger, suck, and weaken enemies, trigger volatile rounds, refunds up to 40% Rift energy, and creates orbs of power. Our exotic, the NEZAREC'S, provides us with 300% additional base grenade and melee energy regeneration rate, and 200% additional base class ability and super energy regeneration rate on any Void kills, paired perfectly with our 22% additional Void weapon damage boost. This build does not rely on any seasonal mods and therefore works in any season, barring any subclass or exotic changes by Bungie directly. It does however benefit from the current Season 22 artifact mods. Aspects: Child of the Old Gods. Plus 2 fragment slots. Casting our Rift creates a Void Soul which stands idle next to us for up to 25 seconds. Damaging an enemy with weapons makes the Void Soul direct itself to the enemy, creating a 10-meter draining field that deals damage every 0.7 seconds for 9.25 seconds, as well as applying weakening for 5 seconds. With the Healing Rift class ability equipped, our Void Souls will be granting us 4% grenade energy and melee energy for every 1.4 seconds while leeching. And when an enemy dies in the Void Soul's radius, we are granted 10 to 50% of our class ability energy depending on the tier of the enemy. Chaos Accelerant. Plus 2 fragment slots allows us to hold our Vortex grenade to overcharge it, enhancing it with a 70% increased radius, an additional second of Void burning, and it pulls enemies inwards earlier. Abilities. Our class ability is the Healing Rift, which heals 40 HP a second, and once we are at full health, slowly grants us an overshield at 3 HP a second, up to 15 HP. Has a base cooldown of 82 seconds with a duration of 15 seconds. For the melee ability, we are using our Pocket Singularity, shooting out a ball of void energy that tracks enemies and detonates on proximity, knocking them away and applying the volatile debuff. This has a base cooldown of 91 seconds. And lastly, we are using the Vortex Grenade. Deals damage on the initial detonation, pulls enemies inwards, and continuously deals damage every 0.27 seconds up to 13 times over 3.2 second duration to enemies inside. Has a base cooldown of 152 seconds. Fragments. Echo of Instability. Plus 10 strength. Grenade kills grant volatile rounds to your Void weapons for 10 seconds. Volatile rounds make any hit with a Void weapon apply the volatile debuff. Echo of Remnants. Our Vortex grenades last 50% longer. Echo of Undermining. Negative 20 discipline. Your Void grenades apply weaken on hit for 5 seconds. Echo of Starvation. Negative 10 recovery. Picking up an orb of power or a Void breach grants devour for 5 seconds. Stats. Our priority stats are 100 recovery to reduce our base healing rift cooldown to 48 seconds, and 100 discipline to reduce our base vortex grenade cooldown to 76 seconds. Even without high stats, NEZAREC'S significantly reduces cooldown across the board as long as we are getting void kills. Any additional stats should be dumped into resilience. Mods. Starting off with our helmet slot, we are running a harmonic siphon mod to create orbs of power on rapid void weapon multi-kills. For additional super energy on grenade kills, we are using a Ashes to Assets mod and pairing it with the Dynamo mod for 5% super energy when we cast our Rift within 15 meters of an enemy. For the arm slot, we are running a Firepower mod to generate orbs of power on grenade kills, a Bolstering Detonation mod, 20% class ability energy on grenade hits, with Echo of Remnants and Chaos Accelerant increasing the Vortex grenade's duration over 7 seconds, It's possible to trigger bolstering detonation twice with one grenade, providing us with 40% rift energy. Our third mod is a free slot. You can run a blue stat boosting mod like Font of Focus or Fastball for the extra grenade trajectory quality of life. For the chest slot, we are running one charged up mod, bringing our armor charge cap up to 4. One Font of Endurance mod for the extra plus 30 resilience to help us reach 100 resilience for that extra 30% damage resist buff. And the last mod is another free slot. Preferable to slot a damage resist mod for the current activity you are running. For the leg slot, we are running 3 Void Weapon Surge mods for a 22% boost to our Void weapons, boosting our DPS greatly. Mods like Recuperation are not necessary due to it being redundant with the Devour buff. For the class item, we are running a 1 Bomber mod for 20% grenade energy when we cast our Rift, the Powerful Attractions mod to help us gather orbs of power in a 12.5 meter radius, helping us maintain our armor charge and Devour buff. Lastly, we are running Distribution mod for 7% energy to all of our abilities on cast. NEZAREC'S Sin. All void kills grant Abyssal Extractors for 2.5 seconds, maxing out at 20 seconds. While Abyssal Extractors is active, we gain 300% additional base grenade and melee energy regeneration rate and 200% additional base class and super energy regeneration rate. This exotic helmet can pair with any void weapon, even a kinetic or a heavy weapon with the Osmosis perk, changing the weapon to match our subclass when we use our grenade ability. If you enjoy content like this, make sure to subscribe for more and thumbs up the video, so more people can see this build and try it for themselves. Be sure to leave a comment if you think there are any areas for me to improve my content, and thank you all for watching and have a good rest of your day.